This week we trudge... Nope.
Thank you.
I was going to say trudge grudgingly, but then...
Ooh, this week we grudge trudge.
This week we grudge trudge.
Welcome to Akihabara, where the Japanese beer industry promised to wear something special if we just go out and mow the lawn like we promised. I'm Casey.
And I'm Eric. This week we plod grudgingly back to West Tokyo to revisit Ishikawa Brewery and their Tama no Megami series. And this time out, it's the Tama no Megami Bottle Conditioned. This is our second beer that we've done from Ishikawa Shuzo, or Ishikawa Brewery. Do you recall the first one?
The first one was the Tokyo Blues.
That's right, yes!
Was their first beer under a different line?
I don't know if it was their first, but it was like an unusual brew.
That was a good one. I can't say I've seen that one since.
We did mention this. So this is from the main line from Ishikawa Brewery, which is Tama no Megami. They have about a half dozen beers in this line. Some of them are pretty interesting. There's like a blueberry ale.
That sounds fantastic.
I think there's a Belgian wit or something like that. So there's some cool looking stuff, none of which I've ever seen anywhere.
No, the only other one that I've seen is the Pilsner.
Right.
Yeah.
So we picked this up at Yamaya today, World Liquor System. Pew, pew. This is a pale ale. They also sell the pale ale just regularly labeled as pale ale. This is the pale ale bottle conditioned. So I guess the big attraction for this is you can keep it around at room temperature for 5 years and it will continue to age.
Yeah, it does recommend actually having it at room temperature. When we bought it, it was already refrigerated, and we've kept it refrigerated since. So
well, so yeah, we've had this for what, like a week? We haven't had this bottle for very long. There is in the future another one from this brewery coming, which has been in my house for about 3 months.
Right. Yes. I don't know if that one is bottle conditioned.
It is.
Oh, is it?
That other
fantastic.
one, we'll talk about it when we do it, but that other one says you can keep it for up to 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And it'll continue to age.
And beer generally gets better the older it is, so this one you can
so
just
this
keep
one
around.
should just fucking suck. Because we've only had it for a week. We've mentioned Ishikawa Brewery before in our last episode on Tokyo Blues. They're based out in West Tokyo in a city that I can't pronounce. It's like Fukui.
Oh, God, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Let me see if it says in here in English. I guess we could Wikipedia it if we're really desperate.
Nope. Not that desperate.
All right, fuck it. No, they're based out in West Tokyo. They do have a couple of like restaurants on their brewing premises that you can go and check out. And I guess it's like their claim to fame is that they're a Tokyo craft beer, a local beer. They do use natural spring water from the area, so that's kind of cool.
They just pull up water from Tamagawa.
Yeah.
All right.
Like it all
Trash is flavoring.
A Yakin ladle, just like
Let's dive right in then, huh?
Kanpai. Can we do that again? I was gonna say the beer name, and I forgot what it was.
I think yours is awesome. I should start by mentioning that there's a ton of carbonation.
Thank you. Yes,
Yeah.
there is definitely. It's a very highly carbonated pale ale.
We've kind of been drinking throughout the episode, but now that we're officially getting around to reviewing it, it tastes a bit different.
I think my mouth turned on.
Yeah.
Like before, I was like, this doesn't taste like anything, but now I'm like, oh no, I get it now.
It's got a kind of tartness to it.
That's interesting. You said that. I was gonna say sweet.
I feel like I'm tasting sweet early on, and then a tart kind of remains.
Okay. I get sweet at the start, and then I get bubbles. Very mild citrusy taste. Mostly sweetness for me, though.
And I'm mostly tasting kind of a tardiness.
Cool. I like that we differ.
Yeah. This one probably would taste a lot better given more time to age, because that's kind of the
You
point.
think, right?
Yeah. I would recommend this.
I would recommend this. I would be curious to buy a bottle of this and just forget about it for a year or two.
Yeah.
That's probably a good way to go. This is a solid pale ale. It's probably much more interesting if you do age it like you're supposed to.
And probably if it's a bit warmer.
Yeah,
That's
especially
kinda what
because you don't
go
have to refrigerate it. In fact, you're not supposed to refrigerate it, so it doesn't take up fridge room.
for. Yamaya.
Precious commodity in Japanese apartments. I would recommend, buy a bottle or two of this and just like throw it in your closet and forget about it for a while. Such a good junkie boy. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe! In our last video, we rescued a poor beer from a busy roadway and saved it from having to jump across a bunch of crocodiles' heads, and then we drank it.
It was really good. You should watch.
Check it out down there.
As always, thanks for watching, and
We're out of beer.
yeah.